Our first server will be from Team Madison, Claire Chaussee. Big up. And Sarah Franklin takes her first swing back inside the field house. Here's a free ball opportunity. Poulter talking to her team, wants to make it clear. May I introduce you to Katie Casanova.
They're definitely looking for a touch on that first play. I don't think they're going to take advantage of any kind of challenge this early on.
I think that Salt Lake head coach Tamamiya Shiro actually did call for the challenge early on. Casanova had an amazing opening match. 22 kills and just 2 errors on 48 swings.
Well, and it's one thing to get kills and to be able to put the ball away, but it's managing the ball that's the key. With only 2 errors, that's a tremendous stat.
Let's see what we can tell. See what we see. Was there a touch on it? That's what the challenge is. Katie Casanova out of Cuba, has been around the world playing. I think fans are going to really love it. Okay. So the challenge was unsuccessful, I believe, is what has been announced. We'll see. Yep. It was successful. You know, the crowd here in Madison was cheering.
They were.
I think they were trying to influence me and the officials. So Tamamiya Shiro, 2 challenges per set. She gets to keep it because it was successful. Back outside quickly to Sarah Franklin, and that was a touch.
That was a touch. That was a clear touch, and this is going to be a big story to watch. Sarah Franklin and how she attacks the ball. One of the best outside hitters, and she is already starting to make a name for herself in this league.
She had about 2 weeks off after the season before she joined her team, finding herself back here. Carlini to Chaussee out of the middle and shut down by Team Salt Lake. Tamamiya Shiro is the head coach of Salt Lake. She got her first win as a head coach last week versus Atlanta. She was an incredible libero herself, spent a lot of years as the assistant on the U.S. national women's team. Ronnie Jones-Perry, we talked about her serve. It's pretty fantastic. Poulter, quick glance, sees Jones-Perry, who drops it in the center of the court.
So I like this. This is the second time they've run that set on that side of the court out of the back row. That first one where they were looking for that touch and got it, that is the second time they're running the offense forward to try and set something behind out of the back row, and successful both times.
Tamamiya Shiro saying she loves that Ronnie Jones-Perry goes every time super hard last week, not worrying about any misses. Kabam! Annie Schumacher, formerly Annie Drews.
Annie Schumacher is one of the best opposites in the world. People have seen her on the Olympic squad. This is exactly what you see from her. She can move the ball around, hit the ball, not just cross court, but line or in that seam when given.
Very concise serve, and one of the best servers in the world.
Without question.
What is it about her serve that makes it so difficult?
Well, it's really flat and low above the tape, and then it just drops. It looks like it sits there and then sinks, right, falls right off the edge of a table.
Goes the other way. Hey, pass it off your shoulder, it's fine. Carlini calls everybody off, but this is an opportunity for Salt Lake to run something special. Long sets Schumacher. I don't know if that was going over, but it certainly was not successful. Matt Furbringer is the head coach of Team Madison. He also of the USA national team, but on the men's side as an assistant.
There's so many amazing coaches in this league, and Matt Furbringer is a name that everyone knows and has had an incredibly successful career as a player, as a coach, and he's just loving his team. We talked to him earlier today, loving it.
Oh, you know what else a setter loves? I know you know when they had a solo block.
An overpass is so fun to just follow, watch, and then you just turn and go for it. Here's the overpass. Lauren Carlini lines up perfectly to get the block.
Oh my, Carlini back-to-back blocks.
And there's some things that make a setter special. She does everything well. She runs the offense well. She can block the ball, and wait till you see her play defense.
Sarah Franklin, they're keeping the ball on Jones Perry and getting Tori Dixon involved out of the middle. 32 years old, played her volleyball at Minnesota.
And it's amazing to see her still out there. We were joking with her earlier, and she was rolling herself out at the end of practice. She's like, hey, I got to keep this body limber, you know, because it's been a long career for her. But so nice to see these players able to stay in the United States and play in this league.
Carlini quickly back. This is Ana Beatriz Correa. We call her Bia.
Bia, one of the best slide hitters. That's a nice run out of the middle of the court. I think we're going to see a little bit more as the passing steadies out here on both sides, running the middle, instead of just going super heavy to the outside or the right side of the court.
Danny Drews to the back line, Team Salt Lake. She played her collegiate volleyball in Utah. Off 1 foot, Taylor Sambothi. We're getting everybody involved. These are all new names.
I love it. And Sambothi, fast off the floor. She gets on it quick. And see how fast Carlini flings that ball back there to her.
Carlini. Ronnie Jones Perry picked up by Chaussee. Bang again, but the dig. This is why Kojima is a fantastic libero. Wow, Manami Kojima.
What a rally. And that's a fun matchup we were looking to see with Schumacher hitting that ball either cross court or down the line, and what's going to become of that. But Salt Lake coming through with that play.
Fans are going to fall in love with Manami Kojima, number 16 on Salt Lake's side. She's from Japan. Coach, let me ask you a question, right? Selena's the head coach at Notre Dame. We're seeing every part of the net being used, but also at every height. Tell me about that.
Well, and that's what you want to do as a setter. Every hitter's different. Everyone runs a different type of offense. And to have that kind of variety, it really makes it difficult to block. I think when you're stressing the block from pin to pin and you're using a variety of sets, that makes it hard and very difficult to defend.
We're seeing some great defense. Wong. It's Annie Schumacher again, chased down. Jordan Poulter calls everybody off. All options available for Team Madison. Trying a little tenderness, and they knew it because they did not have a libero on the floor for Salt Lake.
Tori Dixon back there playing defense, and Schumacher, so smart, sees the block. She winds up so hard. Everyone's back hard on defense, not expecting her to tip that ball, but that's what finished the play.
We've gone once around the dial. This is again Claire Chaussee serving. The block of Team Madison causing a lot of disruption. And Casanova, no problem.
Kojima digging balls. There's a cross-court dig. Salt Lake really keeping the ball alive, able to move the ball around and then finish. That's the key, that transition game, finishing in transition.
Wong, a great cover on that block. Schumacher, this time off the tape. Point Salt Lake. Jordan Poulter drops a short serve, picked up well by Sarah Franklin. defense. These are long rallies. Ha! Kojima again down the line. They want Annie Schumacher to try all sides. Frank the Tank, as Sarah Franklin is known, just too sharp.
Well, she was going hard into that angle, but it's Kojima. This is that matchup. There goes Schumacher again. The block is taking away her cross court. She's cracking that ball down the line, but Kojima's not letting it fall.
Tama Miyashiro telling us, too, that she's a little surprised that Kojima is a leader on this team. Even though she's from another country, she doesn't have perfect English, but she's such a commander from the backcourt.
Sarah Franklin showing her variety of shots, hitting that ball high off the hands. They worked on that a lot. Both teams actually did in practice. Working hands, trying to hit the ball high and flat, especially when the ball was tight.
We're square at 10 apiece. Taylor Sandbothi keeping the ball on Danny Drews. And that one is a Drano. It's kind of tricky sometimes when you're looking at it. You're thinking, did it go on down on my side or your side?
Where was that? But that was a nice set. It was fast enough that the middle couldn't get over quickly on Gray to block that ball. Nice run by Salt Lake.
You can cue the music when Ronnie Jones-Perry comes behind the service line. It's a heavy ball. Carlini all the way out to Franklin. Tip, and that's tough, right? Because you haven't been playing together that long.
That's really tough, and that's what they have to continue to work on, all the connections. And Serena Gray goes up to try and play that ball. It's a super high tip and just kind of misjudged it, and that's why the ball went behind her.
You only kind of make that mistake once, then you're like,
That's
sorry,
it.
I
Yeah.
gotta know, you're
Party's
there.
over. Yeah, that's it.
Annie Schumacher's serve is no good, and Salt Lake City is the first team to 12, and that means we're going to take a short break early in this match. So there is this one rotation, one play where the libero is not on the court.
Yes, that is a required play. They have to leave the court, let this rally play itself out, and then they can put themselves back in.
The opposing offense sometimes likes to attack the player who's not usually in on defense. Service ace from Gray.
Serena Gray, this is her bread and butter serve. She serves from left side of the court, the 5-6 seam. It'll either hit the deep corner, it'll go right between the passers on that side of the court. And that's something that she's very, very good at. You're going to see a lot of stress from her.
Ball coming up to Sarah Franklin. Welcome to those of you that were watching basketball on ESPNU. This is League One Volleyball. The very best pro volleyball has now come to the United States. I'm Anne-Marie Anderson alongside former national team setter Salima Rockwell. We're in set number 1, Team Madison and Team Salt Lake. And that's Heidi Casanova trying to get a touch. No go.
Casanova hits that ball high, hard, and flat. And she's usually very successful at hitting hands and rattling the ball off the block.
Well passed. Claire Chaussee, dug again, 5th dig. And just heading a little too wide.
I love that run. They're looking to run some more back row. Talk to Tama Miyashiro about that. She wants to stress the BIC a little bit more, get that connection. She's got the players that can do it, and she wants to really work on that this match.
They're trying to get that ball to Tori Dixon, serving short at her. Take us through our Adidas scouting report, Salima.
The scouting report is Annie Schumacher, who is a lefty on the right side of the court. She loves to hit the ball hard into the angle, hard in the cross court. And Kojima, who is sitting there down the line now, is the opponent going to force her to hit this ball down the line? And that's what we've seen so far. We're going to see it a little bit more. Kojima digging this ball. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch. And is Schumacher going to be able to score on her a little bit more in this match?
Stuff to look for here is Bia Correa. Over and down. And for Correa, it's worth pointing out that in Brazil they go by their first name, so we will call her Bia.
Yeah.
It has been locked up the whole way, trading points 15 apiece. Danny Drews. And there's Schumacher again, telling us to look for it. Chaussee. She just gets it done any way she can.
She's a baller. I mean, and she can move the ball around. She has great hops, but that throw down, I guess that's what you call it, kind of that tip to the middle of the court, very, very difficult to defend.
Ronnie Jones-Perry passes Carlini's serve, and Tori Dixon off the block.
Slide attack from Tori Dixon, hitting that ball on down the line, but really attacking the block. That's what they need to do. These are big blockers on both sides of the court, so they're going to have to really work the hands a lot.
Dixon serve, keeping it on Sarah Franklin. Ball is wide.
You're going to see a lot of the servers go to the passer hitter, the outside hitter, really try to work that seam. And then with Dixon in here, see if they try to tip on her or hit this ball in the cross court.
Chaussee tags the back line. You know why it's called the coffin corner? Because it's where balls go to die.
That's right. That's right. Hits that ball perfectly in the corner. We talked about her vision, the ball that she throws down in the middle of the court, and then cutting that one down the line.
Chaussee played her collegiate volleyball at Louisville. Ronnie Jones-Perry passes a dime, just perfect, and then puts it away.
A perfect pass. Jordan Poulter really in a strong position, holds the middle blocker, gets that ball one-on-one on the outside.
They're determined to have Sarah Franklin take every one of these passes, and it's for that reason, right?
It is. It's to get them off the net, and maybe they're not your best passer, right? You've got your libero out there. They have all the stats. They know who to target, and it'll really evolve as the season goes on. But you're going to see a lot more of that tonight.
Yeah, it makes more work for her. And Sarah Franklin just finished her collegiate volleyball, so she's new. A timeout has been called by Madison head coach Matt Furbringer.
Frank's super early right now, so
I told her I'm gonna keep her inside because she's also waiting too long. Like
Yeah.
Well, actually get there. And then I said,
Little private conversation between Matt Furbringer and his setter, Lauren Carlini.
Yep, and trying to work, what are we setting in the offense right now? Who are we trying to isolate? What is the matchup? So those are the usual conversations. All right, let's think about this when the ball's passed this way or somebody passes the ball in this direction. Who are we going to be able to isolate here?
Salt Lake +2. Team Madison was swept by Austin in their home opener last week in Houston. Just with a club is Schumacher.
That's it. I mean, she just loves to hit the ball. I mean, you're going to see her tip every once in a while, but she loves to swing at the ball. And that one, using the block down the line that we talked about earlier, really taking advantage of the hands in front of her.
Successful timeout, turning it into a point right out of it. Sometimes you're just living your life right, and Ronnie Jones-Perry has great karma.
Little rattle over the block, but at least she got her feet there. I love that. Not sending a free ball over the net, taking a chance, hitting a roll shot, and getting some luck.
Getting some luck from that tape. Look for the top spin. Chaussee puts it in the money. Right back at Gray.
Yeah, there, ready, commits block in the middle. They know on that perfect pass, they want to set Gray in transition. Love that position. She's right in front of her, exactly where you want your middle blocker to be.
Beautiful serve down the line. Quick look by Carlini across the net. There's the line, down to Kojima. Over. What a rally we've got. Casanova. Schumacher behind the service line. Bang! Sarah Franklin. Just giving a moment to Jordan Poulter.
Well, it started with the dig down the line one more time by Kojima. That's the play that we've been looking for in the matchup. And Carlini just aware, always aware of the play in front of her.
Oh.
That was tough.
Yeah, so right in the face of Jordan Poulter, who's still down on the floor.
Yeah,
it was direct,
hard, yeah.
compact, and it was in the, it looked like to me anyway, the mouth and nose area kind of thing.
Sure, they're gonna take a peek at her for a minute, see if she's okay. Man, and Franklin still.
Sarah Franklin absolutely mortified.
Apologizing.
Right.
Did not mean it.
No, she's just hitting open space, and she talked to me last week about how she looked up to Jordan Poulter and followed her whole career, and so immediately she was like, no, and
Oh, didn't mean it.
Heidi Casanova's like, we know, it's
Right.
okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Take a look at that again. Yeah, that hit her dead square in the face, and man, that sat her down for a little while, but it's good to see her smiling.
And it was actually a net violation against Sarah Franklin. Was it worth it? I don't know about that.
I don't know, man.
The good news is it is point Salt Lake.
Well, take a look at this two-hitter rotation. Carlini's in the front row, so we'll look for Drews maybe to get set out of the back row or be on the slide. We'll see what they do with the offense here on this good pass in that 5-6 seam.
And thank goodness Jordan Poulter is up and playing the most important part of this story.
It's scary. It's scary when you get hit in the face.
And Sarah Franklin is going to come out right now as we have a different server coming in, and this is Dali Santana. I played her ball at Minnesota, has spent some time overseas playing in Japan. And now it is, and I thought we might see this happen, it's going to be a double sub for Salt Lake, meaning they're switching to a 6-2 offense. We can partly say maybe it's just to give Poulter a break with Tamaki Matsui coming in.
It makes sense. It's a perfect time. So now the setter's in the back row, and you've got Skylar Fields coming in the front row on the right side of the court, and wants Fields, this physical blocker, on the right side of the court.
And this is her first time seeing the floor for Team Salt Lake. That was Bia down the line. Fields, you call her a physical blocker. She also has big hops. Matt Fergerbringer has again put in a different server. This is Marina Hayden. She played her collegiate ball at UNLV. She's a 6-foot outside hitter.
See Fields run across, so they get the ball to her.
First swing for League One volleyball for Skylar Fields. This time it was Chassé that touched the net.
Here's that tough serve, forcing Kojima, and the ball way off the net. That's a tough out-of-system ball and a great serve on the side of Madison.
Yep, and a little bit maybe of a mental error for Chassé. She wasn't forced into that error. Wow, Santana's pass was beautiful. Ball's out. Annie Schumacher disagrees.
She is arguing. It hit off of her arm. Somebody's got to call it. Why are we wasting a challenge here?
Yep, it is a challenge, in fact. And they are asking about a touch.
Well, you talked about the pass from Dali Santana. Perfect pass, and the fans and anyone watching knows Santana. She's a great ball control player, so it's nice to have her on the floor right now for Madison.
Earlier today, Matt Ferberger told us that she's ready.
Yep.
Is there a touch? take a moment and just let them sort it out.
Let's see what they're looking for. Obviously wasn't touched by the block. Wasn't touched by the defender.
Shoulder, the right shoulder of Kojima.
That's what everybody's looking for and waiting for. Certainly what Schumacher's looking for. She was certain she saw it.
Looking at Manami Kojima along with Tamaki Matsui, teammates from Japan.
Still looking to see if that ball was touched, and that's the beauty of having so many cameras and this level of volleyball where you can see everything. The touches off the block, and we'll see if they can get a look at it, and they're looking at each other, and she's like, you know you touched it. And they all know each other. They've played against each other. They know each other from international volleyball.
And in fact, it was a touch. That smile from Schumacher.
She was
Point.
not gonna be happy.
Point Madison. And think about how big this difference would have been on the score. It would have been 24-21, now 23-22. Carlini serving.
Going straight down the line here. Try to force her off the net a little bit.
Kojima, perfect pass. Skylar Fields again off hands. Give it to Schumacher again. And gets another touch.
She is on fire right now. They are feeding her because she can score. When it's on and when it's time to finish a game, you're going to set Schumacher the ball.
Keep talking. Maybe she changes depth now. Okay? Keep hitting hard. Hey, we're on the offense right now. Stay on the gas. We're in control. Okay? Here we go. Talk to us, yeah. Especially if she doesn't start. Keep talking. Everything!
Hey, we have to dig the quick. We have to dig the quick. Okay, dig the quick.
So dig the quick, what does that mean?
So they're expecting a good pass here and running a fast set to the middle hitter. So we got to be in a position to dig that quick ball coming at you. Looking at Tori Dixon to see if she's going to get set.
23-all, Carlini serves. It's an ace on the back line, and the fans love it.
Lauren Carlini serving an ace in her home gym. Nothing quite like it. People on their feet. Driving this ball deep down the line, man. Just hit it.
Calling it her home gym because she played her collegiate volleyball here at Wisconsin. We're going a little extra in this very first set, as you might expect. Here's Tori Dixon at the service line. Important because Kojima's not on the line here, so will they hit towards her? They do indeed.
Yes, they will. And that's set by Carlini fast enough to get that split in the block to allow her to hit that ball into that angle.
Set point, Madison. Set point number 2 for Madison. Chassé. Well passed. Quick outside to Sarah Franklin. Another hometown hero. Franklin puts it away as Team Madison takes the first set.
But now it's like, it is a different weight, but it's a fun weight, and that's why they chose to stay here.
Annie Schumacher had 5 kills in the first set. Team Madison came from behind to win it. And then sometimes just put it where they're not. That's Ronnie Jones-Perry.
That's a really, really smart swing. You don't have to swing as hard as you can all the time. Just take a little bit off of it, about a 70% swing, and you're going to get that in the middle of the court.
When in a fiddle, hit deep middle. That's what one of my friends always says. Serena Gray patrolling the net, sending it back.
Doing such a nice job following the middle, especially on anything that's close to the net. That's what she's doing. If the ball's close, she's going to make her move and dive into that. If it's off, she'll wait a little bit longer.
Part of it, too, is that when these players are playing their overseas seasons, not in Olympic years, a lot of the American audience, including their friends, aren't really aware of how intense it is, how elite it is. Now we brought that here to the United States.
We're so fortunate to live in this time, in this era, where there's so much high-level volleyball, professional volleyball in the United States. I played in a professional league a long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah.
A minute.
Where?
Sacramento Stars.
Okay, this is different.
It's just a little bit. We wore like onesies, or I don't know what you call them.
Yeah,
Zip-ups.
No shade, but this is different.
Yeah.
There, again, Schumacher's trying to get Kojima, and Kojima's picking everything up down the line.
And that's the problem when the block, this is what you're seeing. The block is taking away her angle. I mean, they are completely clogging up the angle of the court. So that's really the only room she has to attack. Tipping it down the line, hitting it down the line. And that's what you're wondering when you know her bread and butter swing. Where are you going to set up your block? And that's what you saw right there from Salt Lake.
Heavy topspin from Ronnie Jones-Perry. Claire Chassé ready for it. But so was the block. That's a Casanova Gray combination.
Well, and they're pinched in. They're starting in a pretty strong bunch block, so they're ready for anything out of the middle, and then they're going to make their moves to the outside. Casanova has really long length. She can reach in there and help with that middle set.
Wow. Wong has trouble with that one. What a smooth move by Ronnie Jones-Perry to slide underneath that. There, Franksman looking for it. This time she gets the super sharp snap.
So good. The defense on both sides of the court, of course, elite level defense, but it is that final play from Sarah Franklin. But man, I love watching both liberos play. This is against a triple block at the end of that play.
Yep.
She still hits it 4-4, hard into that angle.
Casanova. And how about a little fire? That's maybe what Madison needed. Get the Brazilian to fire you up.
But yeah, they're ready, and that's why you saw Carrera hitting high hands before. You hit that ball hard into any of these blockers, you're going to get stuffed straight down.
Beautiful pass. One arm dig. Casanova over dig by Carlini. This is how you know it's elite, by how long these rallies are. Sarah Franklin again, also on her home court.
You see Ferberger doing the over-the-top signal. She just goes up and over the top of that block.
Schumacher, Tess Kojima. She'll answer the question every time, and they punish it with Gray.
And Poulter so tall, so big. We talked about that in the beginning, how she takes that ball in the same spot. She looks exactly the same every time, and it's hard to tell where she's setting the ball.
Front court setter for Team Madison, Lauren Carlini's up front. How do you prepare, Salima, when you're facing Sarah Franklin? Because again, you're the collegiate coach of Notre Dame. She just finished playing at Wisconsin.
It's a challenge because she's so good, right? So it's where do you put your defenders against her? Are you going to move back your left front to dig that hard angle? Or are you going to try to take that away and get a triple block? They tried the triple block. It didn't matter. So that's the thing. What's going to work? Who do you have matched up against her? How can you match up your blockers and your defense against a player like her?
And good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
There are 6 players that are fresh from college in League One volleyball, called the the Love 6. They have a text chain with each other where they're just watching each other's games. I love it, the support, they're checking in with one another.
So fun, and that's the beauty of volleyball. Everyone knows one another. You play against each other in college, and then internationally you play against each other professionally or in the Olympics, and that's why you have those kind of things happening.
Ronnie Jones-Perry passing looks good. Chausse has to jump back a little bit for that one. What is it that makes Ronnie Jones-Perry so good?
Well, she can hit the ball anywhere. I think she sees the block really well. And maybe just not the block, the defense as well, when you saw her hit that kind of off speed to the middle of the court. And she's got a live arm, man. It's hard to defend. She gets on it really, really fast.
She has Olympic aspirations, Ronnie Jones-Perry does. There's a certain level of skill that's required for Sam Bothy there.
Oh, without question. The block is completely over the net. She sees that, takes it, and turns her hand to force the ball to go out of bounds. That's very difficult to do on a slat attack that's so fast.
And it's demoralizing for a blocker. You're like, dang it.
I had it.
Chausse, it's still being pursued. It's a tough angle there.
It's great hustle. Keeping that ball alive, almost dove right into the cameraman. You can see that chase. Man, if that ball was just a little bit further inside, that'd have made a play on it.
Right, and I think she cannot step off of the court, nor should she roll her ankles off the court. That'd be out of bounds. Carlini's defense, you talked about it. Scoop underneath by Kojima and converted. How many of these rallies have been extended because of Manami Kojima?
Well, she's just everywhere. I mean, we saw her dig the ball down the line. Now look at her flying in the middle of the court. Like, her vision and how she sees the game is unreal.
Sarah Franklin continuing to receive every serve. Chausse mixes it up.
Yeah, that's a nice mix up, but that's something that the defense should have seen. That was an open hand, low tip. That was given away a long time ago. I'd be running up there right away knowing that ball's getting tipped over the net.
A couple of things to me is a giveaway of how incredible this level of play is. One of the defensive plays that we're seeing. Two is the power of the serves. I know that one was in the net. And then the variety. We're seeing all attackers being used. You're not relying on one. Casanova. Whoa, what a dig. Another block. And this is the extended rallies I'm talking about. Poulter picks that up. Ronnie Jones-Perry again with a finish.
Finishes every play with that high hands. But Carlini, we talk about what a great defender she is. She has to be one of the best right back defenders in the world, and I'm not just saying that. We saw it at the Olympics when she came in and dug the balls right at the end. That is what she does so well.
3-point lead. Largest lead in this match so far. And again, when a team reaches 12 points,
sticks around the court in her offense. Her vision, watching and setting the ball every single play. This is what we were talking about earlier. How she moves the ball around, but how she remains in the same position every time to get her players one-on-one.
She's behind the service line now, has 2 Olympic medals to her name. Chausse, dug by who else? Kojima. Ronnie Jones-Perry leads all hitters and kills. Sarah Franklin, it's the snap at the end.
She just hangs, snaps. She hits it so high. She hits it at the top of her reach. That's what's difficult. You're there, you're around the block, you're inside the block, but then she snaps on top of it, over top of the block.
2023 AVCA National Player of the Year was Sarah Franklin. Does not matter that it's a double contact. It stays on the same side of the net. Kojima got it up, just not real high.
Laid out for that pancake on that tip. No one else could play that second ball. So you're talking to her teammates. Yes, I'm going to get that higher. That's that leadership you were talking about earlier from Kojima.
And her teammates, Kojima's teammates, were telling me that when they first started practicing, she was like, is that it? Like just 2.5 hours? Because she's so used to the Japanese way of 6.5 hours or more.
A little different. I mean, really 6.5 hours.
Yes.
Crazy town.
Yes.
That's a lot of hours.
I got the schedule from Dali Santana, who also played in Japan, 9 to 12 and then 2:30 to 6 every day.
That hurts. That hurts just thinking about it.
Did Schumacher get a touch? She did not.
She's not thinking there's one.
Oh, she'd let us know, wouldn't she?
She would.
But they are asking for a challenge.
She wasn't quite sure. Her teammates thought they may have seen one.
And I think head coach Matt Furbringer, they call him Furby, I think Furby was immediately saying touch. What a storied career he has had, not only as a player, obviously, but as a coach with the national team.
Well, and it's been so fun to watch him. Let's see if we see a touch there.
I do not. Do you see one?
I'm going to put my glasses on.
Yeah, do it.
Give me a moment.
Do you want mine?
I don't. They're the same. I don't see one. I was looking for that pinky to move or something, but I don't think she got it.
Did you say they're the same? Let's switch glasses then. See how that goes. Ronnie Jones-Perry has Olympic aspirations. Her passing and her serving are elite. There's Sarah Franklin. Again, same idea, same kind of shot.
And it's difficult because you might want to move up a little bit, right? Because she snapped the last one down, and then that leaves the back of the court a little bit more open.
Danny Drews, lefty on the left side, dug by Wong. They're going to keep going to Sarah Franklin right now. You got a hot hitter. Got away from her, and it's a break for Salt Lake.
Franklin was trying to take something just a little bit off of that, a little roll shot tip, and mishit that ball. But Wong, you want to talk about defense. What a defensive play on that side of the court for Madison. Both liberos still laying out for everything.
Sarah Franklin and Ronnie Jones-Perry, 8 kills each, one for each side. Perfect pass, they find her again. You know what, it doesn't have to be hard.
Oh, sure doesn't.
Bia just off the block again.
Continue to serve that ball between both outsides. A really smart play by Poulter.
Join us tomorrow for another League One volleyball doubleheader as Salt Lake takes on Houston, featuring Olympic standout Jordan Thompson. At 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN+, and then at 10 Eastern on ESPNU, this Team Madison looks to take down Olympic MVP Jordan Larson's Omaha team. Stars everywhere.
Big time matches to watch coming up, and big time stars, like you said. So fortunate in this league to have so many Olympians, so many players that people in the United States know.
Love it from Danny Drews. It's unusual to have a left-hander on the left side. Why is that?
It's very difficult. You just don't see it very often because of how the ball crosses the body. You normally see them on the right side of the court. They track it a little bit different on the right side of the court.
And a substitution, double sub coming in. We have a new setter in Tamaki Matsui. That brings Skylar Fields in again on the right, formerly of Texas and University of Southern California. Beautiful dig by Matsui. Carlini front court, Kojima all over it. And blocked. I don't remember the last time I've said a libro's name this much.
No, she's everywhere. She digs everything. Just don't hit to that half of the court. Let's see if you can, but it's hard because you got that huge block, just demonstrated by Tori Dixon. That's a big block in front of you. You've got to funnel that ball in that direction.
Yeah, she's got 11 digs already, Kojima does. Chaussee with authority.
Chaussee finding that swing hard into that angle, getting a split block. Again, Carlini just flinging that ball out there, the speed, the tempo, perfect, enough to stress the middle blocker and not allow her to close and get that ball.
Again, Madison chipping away at that lead. They're down just by 1, brought in Marina Hayden to serve. Okay, I think, Salima, that I want this to be an NCAA volleyball stat, and I probably will say an overpass that leads to like an overpass kill.
I agree. I agree with you.
Thank you. Let's get it done.
All right, I'm going to get on a committee and see if I can make that happen.
The server created that opportunity.
Without question. I love it.
Good on Marina Hayden setting that up. Carlini finishing the play. We're locked up at 17 all after Team Madison trailed by 3. Kojima. Oh, use both hands, Tori Dixon.
Swing with the first and miss, maybe. I don't know if she did, but left hand, that's the experience.
Windmill. We'll call it a windmill.
But I like that force out of the middle of the court. They like to fire that ball in there because they know Tori Dixon is going to be up. She's always available, always ready to be set.
Another substitution coming in. This is Maddie Haynes, played her collegiate volleyball at the University of California. Chaussee.
Chaussee again, showing her range, moving this ball around. See Field stop just a little short, trying to take that angle away, and she finds that sliver down the line.
Kojima underneath.
Well, Kojima is just stealing everything. So they're trying to force the ball to one sideline, and Kojima's just pinching and taking up space. You watch her move early. She's already there.
Yeah.
She's passing in everything.
She's telling Maddie Haynes, this will be
Get out of my way. I got it.
Chaussee, heavy hitter. Matsui picks it up. Ball down. And a replay called because it was an inadvertent whistle. That's tough.
It is tough when Carlini.
You think that ball's going to be down, right?
You do. Yeah, you can't blow the whistle because you think it's going to be down.
No, I know, but that was a little, yep, oh, dang it.
Oops. Dixon's been serving short, trying to jam up the middle of the court there.
And too much heat for Matsui.
Well, that was a perfect pass, and without Gray there, then Schumacher can hit that hard angle that she likes to hit. I mean, that's the one, that's where she wants to go.
Service out. And here comes the double substitution again for Salt Lake. Jordan Poulter re-enters the floor, as does Heidi Casanova. Tamaki Matsui goes to the sideline. Kojima, any part of her body. That one off the arm, good for you. The defensive plays are insane. Poulter goes short string to Ronnie Jones-Perry.
Unbelievable defense. And I'm seeing Carlini sets this ball high and beautiful to Sambothi, and Kojima digs it. Then she sets the same ball. I was hoping she'd repeat. Goes right back to her, digs it again. Incredible defense.
Manami Kojima has 15 digs in a set and a half of volleyball. 15 digs.
And watch her move, watch her feet as she goes after the ball. She's quick, but it's how she reads the play. Watch her move. She dives, drives off the back leg, gets back in position, always reading, always moving the play. She's quick and she sees the ball.
Isn't that it? How she gets back quickly. There's no like, that was a good dig, I'm taking my time.
Right, cruising
back.
Right.
And then back.
Yep.
Yep. Carlini, one-handed, strong. It's a club. Like when Ronnie Jones-Perry hits the ball, you feel it.
You can feel it. We can feel it up
Yeah,
here.
we really
feel
can.
it in your heart. And they might want to take a little bit more angle, force her to hit that ball down the line. Now she's had some success, especially with the split blocks one-on-one. Going harder into that angle on her might help.
Our new stat category that we just made up, in effect there, the overpass, and Serena Gray
What's
on
it
top
called?
of it.
Do we have a name for it?
No, should it be like half an ace or something?
I like it.
Ronnie Jones-Perry with 10 kills. We'll see if they force her to do something different like you talked about, Selena. Tough ball. Tough set.
That was hard. Carlini off the net, trying to get the ball back there to Schumacher again, of course, but ball was tight and she couldn't tool it off the block out of bounds or recycle it softly into the block.
Set point, Salt Lake City. Casanova dug, but no good, and what a response by Team Salt Lake. We're even at a set apiece.
And Ronnie Jones-Perry was so good at the end, but how fun was it watching both of these teams get fired up, get excited about what they're doing, and now just trying to really, hey, what do we need to do here in the next set? Keep our composure.
Yeah, 7 kills for Ronnie Jones-Perry in the second set alone. We're tied up at 1 apiece here in Madison, Wisconsin. I know you know that side well. Third set, we're even at 1 apiece, so best 2 out of 3.
We've seen this quite a bit. The slide attack, hitting off the hands, out of bounds. And sometimes you see it just really hard in the angle, but again, with the size of the block, you're gonna have to work those hands a little bit.
Going to Schumacher. It's interesting that Team Salt Lake started this set with Skylar Fields on the floor.
And I think they're trying to get just a little more offense.
Solid block. Yeah, Wong wanted to set that ball. Ronnie Jones-Perry offhand. She scores in so many different ways.
That's it. We were talking about, hey, do you need to take the angle a little bit more? But I think out of system, she likes to turn the ball line and hit the ball high off the hands. In system, a little bit more hard into that angle. So they're going to have to make some adjustments in both situations.
She was the player of the match in their win against Atlanta. Wong made that look incredibly easy, and it was not. Poulter quick to Gray in the middle. Wong again. Kojima. Endless rally, one after the other. Carlini sets up Schumacher. Who's gonna get tired first? Franklin off hands to end the rally.
How about those plays? And Lauren Carlini just ready for the dig. She's down, ready to play the ball, covering the ball, making good sets on both sides. Franklin smart tooling the hands to finish that play.
I think that's what strikes me is fans are watching this and they're going, this is incredible level. It's the Libros, dig after dig after dig, that extends these rallies. Middle, Gray. One-arm dig from Poulter. Whoa! Power yet again.
That was beautiful, and what made that so good, Carlini leans back a little bit. She goes off one foot, leans back like she's gonna set behind, and then dishes that ball to the back row attack. Beautifully executed play.
And that's so on brand for Carlini. Exactly what you talked about in the open of the show. Skylar Fields tries to drop it, but Wong slides underneath it. Fields again, goes back to what she knows, a heavy swing.
Heavy swing, getting that ball, getting her feet to the ball. There's Wong getting after it, picking up that roll shot. Carlini in the front row, see if she runs that slide attack on a good pass.
You'll take that service error after all the damage that Ronnie Jones-Perry has done from the service line. And Tama Miyashiro, the head coach of Salt Lake, has said, I love that. She never dials it back, oh, I better get this one in. That thought, banish the thought.
Right.
Fields just a little too wide.
Good swing. I mean, she's in there for a reason. They want her to score. They want her to get her some of these balls, but right now, not able to get the ball down like she'd like to.
Solid swing.
Love the speed of that set. Poulter getting there. That ball well past the 3-meter line. But that, that's one thing that when we talked to Poulter a little bit, when she was saying how she feels like she's in really good shape. Like it's been a long time coming for her from that injury, coming back at the Olympics, and feels really, really healthy and able to move.
Ace serve by Serena Gray. What is it about her serve that's difficult to receive?
It's fast and flat. Like it's hard and flat. Like that's the difficult part. It's hard to see if that ball's gonna drop in. Like a knuckleball, go super hard and flat.
That's 2 in a row for Serena Gray. So let's see if flat and clean, for Coach Cry calling it fleen, right? So fast and flat is
flat.
It's just flat.
Wait a minute, what just happened?
Flat. Yeah, we can't do it. That's why you have to say both words. Fast and flat. Here we go. And there it is, another trouble pass. Tough angle for Chaussee. She finds that back line.
That was a beautiful out-of-system set. Perfect. She was able to get underneath it and hit that ball into that angle. Gray's there. She's a pretty good defender, but just wasn't lined up perfectly.
Yep, and again, it's when you don't have a libero on the floor. It's just you don't get as many reps, whoever that defender is. Marina Hayden. Well passed by Ronnie Jones-Perry. Off the block and out. Maddie Haynes starting to do some damage offensively.
They're really forcing the tempo to the left side, really trying to make it fast and get the hitters going a little bit quicker to stress the block on the other side.
Chaussee. We've seen every speed from her today.
Every shot, sees the block well.
Jones-Perry goes head hunting from the back line, but she steps on the 3-meter line. She's back court. No good.
And that's when you run that offense really fast out of the back row, sometimes that's the risk you take. They have to find that sweet spot consistently over time. You're going to see that really good by the end of the season.
Blocked by Chaussee. Good pickup by Skylar Fields. Annie Schumacher.
And Simon Wong has been, she's really elevating her level of play. We're talking a lot about Kojima, but Wong has been digging balls, playing these really high out-of-system plays, perfectly placed sets for the attackers.
Yeah, extending rally. She's got 9 digs. Oh my, that was filthy blocking.
Sombothi so fast from pin to pin. Such a good blocker. When she can make that move and get straight over the net, watch this. She gets there, already locked up and over, sealing the antenna, sealing the net.
Fields. There's her strength. Knock the wind out of you.
Really nice run out of the back row. Keeping the front row hitters in that position, keeping them in front of the setter and allowing Fields to be a little bit more one-on-one behind out of the back row.
Trouble. Running back to Fields, same play. Wong gets underneath it. Carlini goes the opposite way. It's coming over. Well played by Taylor Sambothi.
And Wong again making plays, digging balls everywhere. And you wonder when people turn it on, like, well, who's going to turn it on? Who's going to make a difference? So right now, Wong is making that big difference for Madison.
Still in play, but a tough ball. Point, Madison. Eye off hands. Wong will set the ball to Franklin. It's tight. Does a nice job recycling it. Going to get a better opportunity. Solid dig by Carlini. They really like Skylar Fields in the backcourt, but Carlini, the excellent defensive setter that you've said she is. What a rally. There was a little bit of hesitation for a moment. It's cleaned up by Ronnie Jones-Perry.
What a rally and what a play by Ronnie Jones-Perry. Again, that high out of system ball, turning it down the line. Madison did a really nice job on the very first swing of hers. It was out of system. They slowed it down, got a touch off the block. That was a good adjustment by Madison on her.
She's Midas. She's got the Midas touch. Claire Chaussee with an absolutely ridiculous, just over, easy.
In the world, and it's not just her ability to set the ball. It's her reaction time. It's her defensive efforts. You watch her talking to her players, always ready for the ball, always ready to play. But that's what makes her so good. One of the best defensive players that we've ever seen out of the right back area of the court, but Lauren Carlini does it all. How she reacts to the ball is unlike many setters in the world.
You know, it's interesting because a lot of times you want to attack the setter.
Right.
Right? I mean, in part to take them out of the offense, which you do with Carlini. But defensively, it's not a good move because she's getting everything up.
She's going to dig the ball, and they've been really good out of system. And that's the difference, right? So she's digging balls, and Wong is able to set a perfect ball right now. So, yeah, she's going to keep it alive, and they're going to be able to score out of system.
Jones-Perry coming in like a freight train. Uh-oh. First hand bogey. That's that middle trying to set the ball.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. Block it down.
Bia there. Look at her read this play. She sees what's going on, understands where the ball is going next, makes the move, and shoots her hands over. Not even that high. Just kind of controls it, brings it back into the court.
Gray off 1 foot behind.
Really nice connection on that slide attack. Talked about it a little bit, how they were hitting off the hands, hitting really strong off the block, but now Gray going back into that angle.
There it is, dropping one in front of Kojima. Not easy to do, but when it's Frank the Tank.
Beautiful play. Lauren Carlini gets underneath that ball and dishes it perfectly for Sarah Franklin.
Manami Kojima with 19 digs. You know who's second in digs?
Lauren Carlini?
Yes, she is with 14. Great, down.
What a reach by Jordan Poulter. The big setter, the physical setter, reaching high, getting Gray that ball high enough for her to just hammer in the middle of the court.
Ronnie Jones-Perry serving. It has primarily been Claire Chaussee who has received the serves. Kojima puts it in Poulter's hands, and Skylar Fields puts it down.
Well, and that's what we talked about with Poulter. Looks like she's going to set Gray in the middle of the court because she looked exactly the same as she did the last 2 sets to Gray and then goes behind to Fields. That's why she's one-on-one and able to score.
Front court setter and Lauren Carlini. No libero on the floor for Salt Lake right now. A lift is called. That's not a reviewable play, by the way.
No, it's not, and that's an interesting one.
Bia giving the finger wag to the official, and probably time for her to stop talking before getting a yellow card.
Yeah, and that's a hard one. That's a tip off the block. You know, you see a lot of plays, especially from the outside hitters, when they grab the ball and throw it down. I'd call that quicker than I'd call that play.
Franklin goes out. Dolly Santana comes in. Wong first touch. Great, beautiful dig. It's Dolly Santana with the one-arm stab. Chaussee looking for the center of the court. And to remind you, there's no Manami Kojima on the floor in that rotation.
And that's the difference. She would normally get that ball, so Poulter's kind of waiting a second too long, a half a second, a split second too long, and then going, man, I should have got that ball. Because Greg, that's a challenge for a middle blocker to come all the way over and make that play.
Yeah, and what kind of awareness is that for Chaussee?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
She wouldn't hit that shot with Kojima on the floor. Marina Hayden behind the service line. Tries to play keep away, right, from Kojima, and instead goes wide.
And with a hard jump serve like that, when you're trying to thread it,
yeah.
So that's the chance you take, right? You're going to miss some of those, but you got to get it off of her because she's keeping them in system too much.
Fields' ball is long. And I think that's what people sometimes don't see on a service error. They just say, oh gosh, she couldn't get it in the court, right? And it's not that at all.
There's so much to it. So much to it. Where are you going with it? Who's cheating? Who's poaching?
Yeah.
What ball?
And we'll see if Carlini tries to keep it away from Kojima as well, which she does. And then just an over-rotation by Maddie Haynes.
Trying to hit the hands. That's the shot that maybe you're looking at it going, what is she doing? She's trying to hit that right hand of Annie Schumacher, and then she just misses it.
Yeah, sometimes, especially when you see it go into the stands, you're like, what happened? Well, she just missed, and those misses are really obvious. Haynes gets that one off of the block.
Very nice swing by Haynes. Just attacking the hands. Take a look at Schumacher running behind the court. You're going to see her run all the way around to get in position to attack.
Santana with a perfect pass, setting that up.
Beautiful. The last time she came in, we said that the same thing. Santana just diming the ball. Perfect pass. A really nice swing down the line by Chaussee. We talked about the variety of her shots. This beautifully executed set. Poulter's just a little bit inside, and she sees that line.
Chaussee into Haynes. Fields.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Tell me about it.
So you see Tori Dixon go all the way to the antenna for that slide attack. Then they run Fields inside the court a little bit to split that block, because you're going to get the left side blocker to go with the slide attack and leave her one-on-one or one-on-none.
Madison with a 3-point lead. Tori Dixon off, Kojima back on, and on the other side, Lauren Carlini off the floor. There is no setter. Oh, sorry, she's not. It wasn't Lauren Carlini, because I was like, what's happening here? No. There's an alarm there in my voice. Schumacher.
How about that play from Sambothi, diving in there like she's the libero, scooping up the middle of the court, making that happen.
Well, she's been a libero. She tried to be a setter for a moment. Sambothi is,
why not?
Part of all of it.
Hey, good plan on serve receive. Okay, passers hold. Take your time with these touches, and then we go. Okay, we're rushing through some of them. Okay, take your time. Put that nice high in the middle. Keep running your route. Keep swinging. Okay, middles keep going too. Keep getting up. Keep getting up. You will have two on you, because she's probably gonna step to you.
Having a word with Ronnie Jones-Perry privately, Tama Miyashiro really was very happy about settling roots down in Salt Lake City. Her family is moving there as well. Ace serve.
Taylor Sambothi making two critical plays. First that dig before the timeout, and an ace.
Look at this lead, 5 points. I would normally say, no, that play isn't hard enough what I'm doing, but I think it caught him off guard. Salima, you're holding your head. Why?
Because as a coach, you're like, what are you doing? And she says the same thing to herself right now.
Right.
She's very not happy with herself. But she was running up, trying to make a move, and then she just ran right into the ball.
And then a missed location saved by Schumacher. Beautiful dig by Chaussee. That's the beauty. It's slowed down by Ronnie Jones-Perry, and now she's going to have to put it away. Chaussee, it's still in play. Poulter with an amazing dig.
Incredible defense. Both sides, but Poulter keeping that last one alive, making that happen. Oh man, what a finish.
Timeout called by Madison. This is so smart away, and Poulter makes a beautiful move to pick that up.
Middles work really hard in trans. We can score in transition on them in middles if we get up there. Okay, let's go. Work.
Ace, run these balls down.
Madison looking to score in transition. He feels really confident about that, but the pass has to be good.
Right, and that's what he talked about earlier. He said that was one of the biggest things they needed to improve on, is their transition game, their defense to transition game.
Sarah Franklin passes and then puts it away. Great timeout by Team Madison.
Or just do that. Forget transition. Just go ahead and set the ball to Franklin.
First ball kill.
She can end it. Why are you going to mess around when you can do that?
Schumacher serving. Kojima all the way to one side. Surprisingly, they put it on Kojima.
You can see Gray fade away a little bit from Poulter, so maybe it was just a little bit of a distance problem in that situation.
Hey, Manami's gonna take as much as she can. Run your route hard, guys. We can fight, crawl back out of this, okay? What we gotta do together, play smart, just keep charging.
Angle on the go ball. Hey, it's finished. Let's go.
Is there anything you'd rather hear as a teammate than Kojima's going to take as much as she can?
Nope. That's it. Green light. Let her take it. And then the rest is, hey, you can crawl out of this. I mean, at this point, there's some room to make up, but you got to just get some momentum here.
Set point, Team Madison. Fields off the head of Franklin, I believe. Schumacher clubs it. And Madison gets the win. The largest margin of victory we have seen. Team Madison grab this set by the throat for a 6-point win. Look at the eyes of Lauren Carlini. So much fun here in Madison. Moments ago, throwing like candy into the stands. Tori Dixon. And again, no libero on the floor.
It's a smart shot. It's hard for the wing defenders to get off the net and for Tori Dixon to pick up that ball in the middle of the court. It's a nice force to the middle.
Beautiful pass. Wong, great dig. Here comes Schumacher. Sarah Franklin rips open the seam of the block.
Salt Lake running that slide attack, really stressing the block, but there's Wong again. Ready, balanced, digging this ball, keeping the ball alive.
I'm also noticing in that replay, the middle is holding with Poulter. Not moving because of the deception you've been talking to us about. Wong starts it off. Two attackers behind. And just with a big bat, Skylar Field goes to work.
That's a tough shot to defend. You kind of call that the Langle shot. It's not clean down the line, but it's in the court just a little bit, really, where there's no defenders. And Field's very good, especially because they're moving her around a little bit, her zones around out of the back row.
She did not play last weekend in the opener. Fields didn't. She might have gone in for just a moment. They're making good use of her today.
They absolutely are. Looking for some production on that right side of the court.
And getting it, 5 kills
Absolutely.
from Fields. Sarah Franklin again trying to go down the line, keep away from Kojima. Jordan Poulter not only up, but directs it towards Manami Kojima. Wong chases it. Fans love it. And Skylar Fields puts it down. That's the education of this Wisconsin fans. They know great volleyball.
They understand it, they love it, and they want more of it. That defensive effort keeps coming on the side of Madison. And there's Poulter on the Salt Lake side keeping the ball alive. And you said it before, the defense is just at another level than you see in college or anywhere else, any other professional league.
Again, Beautiful turnaround. Ronnie Jones parried like a freight train up the pipe.
And the thing that is so impressive with Kojima, she's small and her range is so big, and that's where the vision comes into play. She has so much court that she has to cover, and sometimes it's the longer length liberos that you see making those plays. Because she reads so well, she can still make that play. It's incredible.
I don't think we should tell her she's small. Maybe she didn't know.
Smaller.
Yeah, no, but maybe she didn't know.
Oh, right.
Right?
That's right. Heck yeah. Oh.
Carlini, and see, Kojima was already on the way there.
Right.
I think that ball's out. It's often, as long as you start playing with Kojima, I feel like you stop reaching back. You stop reaching
Absolutely.
over. Just
not reach
trust.
back. Yes.
She's there. There we see the signals being given by Carlini. We showed you Poulter before doing the same. Wong puts it in her hands. Oh my! Gray and Fields combined.
How about it? That is a huge block by Fields. She's been getting it done offensively, but that's something else you're going to see get better and better as the season goes on for her.
Keeping in mind, she's playing an opposite. She was an outside hitter during her collegiate years or at USC. Was she an outside at Texas also?
Both.
She was both.
Yep. On the right and the left.
You coached Skylar Fields at Texas.
Recruited.
You recruited her, and then you went to your post at Notre Dame. Marita Hayden serving. A little bit of a stack right for Salt Lake. The snap on that.
That's a beautiful run because you've got Sambothi that has to pay attention to Gray, right? It's a perfect pass. Watch Poulter get in position. Sambothi has to hold. She even jumps with Gray because they've been setting that ball. They've been forcing that 31 in, and now they set it to the outside.
Yeah, it's great to have Claire Hoffman on the court. Played her collegiate volleyball at Washington. Tama Miyashiro uses her subs. You get 8 subs. She used 7 in the third set last week. She's going deep. And that, of course, does not include your liberos.
But it makes sense. She's got the depth. You want to give people experience, and you have the opportunities to do it. It's really good that they have 8 subs. That's significant in this league.
Yeah, 6 internationally. So a little bit more here. Hoffman again.
Very smart swing. Going high at the top of the block, trying to get some of those hands, and is successful in doing so. Take a look at that slow to fast. Kind of half swings at it. Doesn't have to fully swing, but she knows what she's going after.
Schumacher, they send it right back. It's Hoffman and Dixon.
Hoffman is scoring all kinds of points, coming in and making a huge difference.
I think that's what you have to do, right? Skylar Fields came in, took her a moment, but then huge impact. There's no time to warm up or stay into it. Wong, back set. Tight ball, Chaussee tried to get hands, but no. Sent back, great cover by Wong. From the middle, Claire Hoffman. Over again. Outside, Ronnie Jones Perry tries a little tenderness.
So good. Again, keeping the ball alive. But there's a nice recycle off the block, controlling that play. And then one more time for Wong, keeping this ball alive.
Beautiful pass to the middle, one arm from Kojima. And the free ball opportunity to Madison. Powerful backcourt from Claire Chaussee.
So good. You want to talk about moving the ball around. Starts with the dig, of course. Like, who else? Kojima. But this is a zone move on that back row attack. Not just straight up the middle, a little bit off center, playing off the middle. That's some of that coming from the men's game. That's Verbringer bringing some of that Lauren Carlini talked about. That's what he wants to do, is really run some routes and some different zones, and they're going to mess with some things offensively.
Franklin and Bia on a block for Skylar Fields.
Lined up perfectly. That's that ball inside. We talked about that slide attack, pulling the block. They didn't move. They stayed there, waited for Fields to get the block.
Perfect pass. Leads to that. And Schumacher over and grabbing the ball with her block.
And you talk about sealing the net. Like, that's what you want to do. When you go up as a blocker, just go straight over and grab the ball. It's a little bit of a tight set, but she does a nice job completely surrounding it.
We call that putting her in a phone booth.
That's it.
Carlini dig. Like the idea. Execution falls short.
Trying to take something off of it a little bit. You know, it's interesting. I was looking at some of the stats, and right now, Madison has 3 players in double digits. And I believe...
Kills, you talking about?
Yes, for kills. And Salt Lake only has Ronnie Jones-Perry, and I think that's been the biggest difference, the offensive firepower right now. For Madison, they're able to spread it around just a little bit more. Schumacher, of course, Franklin, and
Chaussee.
And
right?
Chaussee, yeah, that's right. You're going to need a little bit more production on the Salt Lake side from some of the other attackers aside from Jones-Perry.
Skylar Fields. Ball is out, no touch, and they are demanding a challenge of Tamamiya Shiro.
Well, and that's the person that's going to be able to score them points, right? This is the one we're talking about, Skylar Fields.
Yep, and it was a self-confession.
Oh,
there
it was? Okay.
I believe so. Point Salt Lake. Ball over and out.
Tough play. Good defensive effort, and they couldn't just keep that ball alive.
Carlini connecting with her players. Look at Bia Correa. Meanwhile, serving. Dally Santana just substituted in. As Ronnie Jones-Perry is going to serve her heavy top spin, you've got Santana Wong and Chaussee to receive it. Fields. Fields again, and it was really, Salima, some chaos caused by that serve.
Well, she was able to thread it and hit that ball at Chaussee, Chaussee, like she wanted to, really get it down the line, and that was the ball that went straight up in the air. See if she can do it again. She's telling Wong to help her out a little bit.
My, Santana, critical pass. Chaussee with the point. Point's one thing, but you also got Jones-Perry off the line.
Man, that's big, because you want to get her off the line. A smart shot, but she changed it up. She saw Wong helping Chaussee, and then she served to the other side of the court. So you got to love how she can mix up that hard jump serve as well.
Marina Hayden serving, Kojima in the center. Jones Perry takes the ball. Chaussee.
Santana doing such a nice job. She's come in, she's passed a couple of perfect balls, makes that play in the middle of the court, keeping everything alive. And like you said, coming off the bench, making a big difference.
There's nothing extra about Claire Chaussee.
No.
She's just like, my name's Claire and this is what I do. Never in people's dreams. Here she goes. Left hand on a less than perfect set. Nice dig outside. Hoffman looks like she's going one way, then goes to the line.
That was a really nice swing by Hoffman. She's done a really nice job at the net for Salt Lake, moving the ball around. She's a physical attacker that can hit high and through the block.
Mary Lake now in to serve, number 18 in yellow. She also played at BYU, as did Ronnie Jones Perry.
Mary Lake, a phenomenal defender.
Absolutely. There's a little bit of a hold up for a moment at the scorer's table, as Lake is serving, a former libero at BYU. Keep in mind Carlini's front court. So smooth, and Sambothi fired up about it.
There it is. You can get Sambothi fired up, setting her that fast slide attack. She's blocking a couple balls, but that's really where she shines. Get it back to her. She takes off faster than the setter even has the ball in her hands.
16-14, Salt Lake in charge. Skylar Fields, after bombing ball after ball, shows she has a softer side.
Nice little change up. Like a beautiful shot by Skylar Fields, because she does love to bang the ball hard. Everyone is on their heels on that play.
Beautiful snap. Chaos created by the serve and an overpass.
And Salt Lake really working on that back row attack, that timing, trying to make it as fast as they possibly can with the outside hitters they have.
Santana first touch. Chaussee looking for hands, no good. Matt Furbringer, head coach team Madison, calls a timeout. Wants to slow the roll with a 5-point lead for Salt Lake.
21, when she's here, we're here and kind of here, floating, going inside the block, ready for a lot of tips and rolls. Okay, serving aggressive on a front row outside hitter. Take that down. Okay, also, number 12, let's block her away. Let's block her cross body on the bit. Block her cross body. Last thing, when the opposite's back row, let's make her work. Hit balls that way, tip balls at her, make her do stuff. Let's go.
Madison does not have any more timeouts remaining. Tama Miyashiro in Salt Lake has 2. If you're a team Madison, what's priority number 1 right now?
Of course, handling the ball, right? You've got to pass the perfect ball, but if we're talking defending, you want to attack maybe Fields out of the back row so she can't attack, tip on her, force her on the floor.
But instead, it's an ace off the hand of Skylar Fields.
First priority, got to handle the ball first. This is everything. She's got a very nice serve. It just doesn't, it moves, and really it's hard to track. going to go in the same spot, right in that seam between Franklin and Chaussee.
She does indeed try. Franklin steps into it. There they do attack Fields, and she puts up a great dig.
Nice block touch. They talked about taking the cross-body shot.
And you talked about the variety of hitters, and in that one we saw Drews, we saw Chaussee. They finished with Franklin
Moving
in one
it
rally.
around.
Yeah.
And I do really like Furbringer talked to them about taking the crossbody from out of the back row attack from Jones Perry, and that's what Sambothi did. She got that touch, and that's what made it happen.
Claire Hoffman off the hands of the Madison blockers. Franklin and Kojima makes it look smooth. What an up by Wong. Tori Dixon. Coach, let me ask you something.
I'm ready.
Tori Dixon touches that first ball. She's got Kojima crawling up her back for it. What would you want to happen there?
Have Kojima play the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll get used to it. They'll get more and more used to it as the season goes on, right? That's the thing about playing with someone on the court. They know each other, who's getting what ball, and every team is different. Every combination of players is different.
There's Fields again. I mean, I think it's safe to assume for Salt Lake at this point, if it's behind you, it's Kojima's. No matter what position you're in, where you are.
Without question, without question. And Fields made it into double digits at 10, maybe that was 11, yeah, 11 kills.
Which is amazing. She did not play the first set.
No.
She came in halfway through the second. And there's another substitution coming in for Madison. And the fans are loving it. It is Temi Thomas Ailara, who also played her collegiate volleyball here at Wisconsin.
So fun seeing the crowd get excited for their player.
There are now 3 former Badgers on the floor for Team Madison.
And they have been waiting for Sambothi really to get a kill in front of the setter, setting some really good balls. But man, they've been digging her, and there's 1 kill in that angle.
Tori Dixon again. Quick to Ronnie Jones. Perry. Franklin beats it back into the center of the court. Well done. Fields just too hot.
And right now she's almost better out of the back row than she's been playing out of the front row. She is destroying the ball out of the back row.
This is set point, Salt Lake City. Salt Lake looking to tie it up at 2 sets apiece. Temi Thomas Ailara with her first swing, gets a second chance. And Serena Gray and Ronnie Jones Perry all over it. With that, Salt Lake City wins the 4th set. We're tied up at 2-2.
It's been a battle back and forth, waiting for Salt Lake to have somebody else getting double digits. And that's what you saw with Skylar Field coming into the game. Did a nice job and helped Salt.
5th set will decide the fate. Hoffman, beautiful block. Chaussee, and it's Gray and Fields. Heavy roof, extended awning.
That is a big block in front of you, and Gray just work it pin to pin. First block on the right side of the court, then makes her move to the other side. And that beautiful set by Lauren Carlini. You could see her hands just turn around on that tight ball. Does magic out of her hands.
Jones Perry has to go for it there. I mean, Tamamiya Shiro doesn't want her backing off.
No, and she has such an effective serve, and she's very good. She doesn't like miss every other one.
Right.
She'll get 3, 4 in, and then maybe she'll miss one. That's a great ratio.
Kojima in the center of the serve receive. Schumacher. Just falls a little bit short in front of Sarah Franklin.
That was tough. That was a really nice touch off the block, and Franklin unable to make that move to the middle of the court.
Chaussee has gone deep into her bag and pulled every single shot she has out.
All the tricks. She's got every shot. Smart tool off the edge of the block. Poulter's got 3 attackers in front of her. Fields has been the one that's really been scoring, but Dixon also.
Hoffman.
Actually, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Very, very effective. Hoffman
has been an impact player since she entered.
She really has. Pretty silent, but she's making some plays.
Yeah.
She's making some plays at the right times.
Franklin touches first ball. Kojima, of course, with the dig. Anticipates that collision. Kojima does. Heavy traffic on Salt Lake side. Sambothy. Hoffman, beautiful snap, better dig. Sarah Franklin, another big block this time with Dixon and Jordan Poulter. You started us off with this scattering report. You nailed it.
I mean, look at 25 digs. Are you kidding me? So good. We were waiting to see what Kojima was going to do, particularly against Schumacher and how she was going to score. She's getting her kills, but Kojima is just digging everything.
I expect Kojima to be a household American name by the end of this season. There's another one, 26. She creates opportunities.
Beautiful, and a nice play by Poulter. We love those overpasses. Talked about it earlier when Carlini did it. There's Kojima seeing it, laying out underneath that ball, keeping it alive. A hard swing, but always in the right spot.
For the Love Classic, February 14th to the 16th in Kansas City, I expect every Libero that's playing in the Triple Crown tournament over there to be in absolute awe of all these international Libros in League One volleyball.
And just watching how they do it, how they move. We showed her footwork earlier, how she gets from position to position. I mean, you can learn so much by watching this entire league, but watching these Liberos specifically.
Good read, back row, off blocker, stay loose. Hey, if you guys can, put it high, okay? Put it high. Transition nice and clean. You got one dig. Yes, yes.
That was the one thing that Tamamiya Shira said, even in a timeout before, we've got to put the ball higher when we're passing, when we're digging. We can't pass the ball super fast because we're rushing our own offense. Get it high, let the setters set the ball wherever they need to.
Franklin gets a good bounce off the net. So giving your offense a little more time to set, is there any fear that you're giving the block a little bit more time?
Not necessarily, no, because it's really up to the setter to run that fast offense. But when you rush the pass, then everything feels rushed. You're not in control of the tempo anymore.
Jones Perry. It's like a tap.
I smacked it. She's gonna smack that
like
ball.
Hit it with her purse. The motion that Salima is doing right now, since there's no camera on her, is kind of, it's a little bit weaker than the strength that Ronnie Jones Perry had, I'm gonna be honest.
Whatever.
Carlini outside again. Sarah Franklin attacking hands. The Madison fans are about to get involved right here as Sarah Franklin goes back to serve.
See, Carlini was kind of firing people up, getting her going, showing her hands, like showing that emotion. They need to win this. Both teams need to win this, right?
Yep, Madison looking for their first win of the inaugural season. No double called on that ball going over. And just used, it's Bia.
Bia, smart play. She's been so smart throughout this match. I don't see a ton of swings from her, but the ones she's getting, smart, tools off the block, and blocking balls. Bia's been very big for Madison. 17 kills from Sarah Franklin tonight, hitting almost 300.
Keep in mind, Milica Medved is on the floor right now. Number 4 in blue has entered. She's from Serbia. She's another libero. So now you've got Wong and Medved on the floor. Ronnie Jones, parry. Blocked and sent back. Wong set that up with a beautiful dig.
And by both liberos, it's not just the dig, it's the quality of the dig. I mean, they're making these huge plays, and they're beautifully dug to the middle of the court. Setter can get underneath and run whatever she wants.
You know, Madison has only 2 working middles right now, only 1 setter due to some injuries on the team. Matt Furberger's a little handcuffed in some of the changes he can make.
And that's hard. That's hard to even practice with 2 middles. Like, it's very, very taxing, especially in the middle position. Really hard.
Especially because in the middle position, you're up on every ball available. Just trying to hold your blocker. Ronnie Jones parry, back to serve again.
Those are this half of the court.
It's either her 4th or 5th miss of the match, her 2nd one of this set. (10-9), tight set as you'd expect. Lovely pass, using Gray.
Very nice.
You know, since you pointed out that Ronnie Jones Perry was getting the majority of the sets, and Poulter's not listening to you, but she is moving the ball around more. We got Fields, we got Serena Gray, getting a little more active. Claire Hoffman helped a bunch.
Got it. It's the only chance of them winning. It's a variety of offense and more players with more kills. I mean, that's it. They had to do that. At this level, one player can't win a match.
1-point lead, Chaussee, top spin serve. Service error followed by a service error. Two-point leads, kind of big when you're only going to 15 here at 12. Skylar Fields has had a couple of aces already in this match. Wong takes care of that.
Really nice reach by Sembofi. Smart play, tipping over the top of the block.
And that's where Jordan Poulter went.
Yeah.
You know, but Kojima went there too.
She did.
So, like, can Poulter wait a little bit more? It's so,
she probably could.
It's so easy after the fact, is it not? Yeah. Good move by Fields, trying to make that work, but it was outside the antenna. Service, ace. And yeah, they're asking for a little love, the Madison team is.
Keep talking, guys. Stay serve. Over communicate. Okay, put that first and second touch high. We'll run our offense. Okay, here we go.
Number 12 on the outside. Get
looking at Tama Miyashiro's face after she stopped talking, and you can see she's analyzing, and then she pulls Manami Kojima aside for a quick conversation. Again, she was a libero as well. Miyashiro was.
And she's going to help her and tell her where to go, what she needs to do, how she can help in the passing, that's for sure.
Perfect pass. Ronnie Jones, parry, it's micro long.
Berbringer talked about it. He heard the end of that timeout. He was like, I got to keep an eye on her and make sure we're strong against her. She likes that cross body. That means to the right side of the court, right back, out of the back row.
What a response by Madison. They have taken the lead. Off feet, Kojima. And the fans are on their feet in the Wisconsin Fieldhouse. Fans are fired up as Team Madison has set point. And Tama Miyashiro calls a timeout saying, not so fast, my friend.
That's loud in here.
Taking line on the opposite, ready to come in and help on the bit and get the middle. If it goes over the top of you for the outside, you do your best to get over. Yeah, you're one-on-one. So, with the left and the block, go to the tip.
Wisconsin loves their volleyball. Look at this crowd. Match point. Trouble. Swinging for the match. Skylar Fields able to get that touch off of Claire Chassé.
It's just hard to get out of the way of that ball. I mean, it's coming on you hot.
Fans are on their feet. It is match point number 2, Madison. Gonna bring it back. Who's gonna swing for the match? Sarah Franklin again, slowed by the block. Big dig, third swing. And it's Frank the Tank with a finishing kill for Team Madison's first League One win.
What a match by both teams, exactly what you would expect. 5 sets, Salt Lake and Madison, and really fun to see Salt Lake